Welcome everybody, Jack here from Gingerbets and welcome to the Gingerbets Golf Betting Insights weekly YouTube show where this week I'm previewing the 3M Open taking place at TPC Twin Cities in Minnesota. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the course, looking at the key skill sets required and bringing you my best outright selections. Let's hope that we can go for 4 consecutive outright winners in a row. It will be an incredible achievement. Not much expectation my side, but here's my best to try in. So let's hope that we can do it. For those of you new to the channel, each and every week I break down the course, do plenty of research to identify the key skill sets that are going to be required to lift that trophy on Sunday evening, and from that research bring you my best outright selections. So if golf betting's your thing, if you're looking to take it more seriously in 2022, then I encourage you, have a look at the free newsletter, all the details in the description box below. This is one weekly newsletter direct to your inbox. It's sure to save you time, it's sure to make you more informed, and right now it's guaranteed to point you in the direction of more winners. It's been an unprecedented run here at Gingerbets, 3 in a row, 4 in the last 6. Let's hope we can continue the momentum. It's the 3M Open, it's TPC Twin Cities, and it's the usual formula for those of you that are regular viewers. But before I get into the course breakdown and the key skill sets, a shout out to my #1 fan, Gene. Good luck over the next few weeks. You've got this. I know that you can do it. Stay strong, and I'll be seeing you on the other side. You'll be tuning into more Gingerbets previews in the coming weeks. That I can promise you. So good luck. So guys, thank you very much for that little digression, but I wanted to make a special thank you to my #1 fan. So let's get into this week's episode. It is a breakdown of the course, the key skill sets, and those all important outright selections. Let's get to it. Well, first off, this week, it's a par 71, circa 7,400 yards off the tips, a wide open traditional TPC track that gives up plenty of birdies, built for the public, built for fun, and not a huge test for the world's best players. We've got 3 of the top world's 25 in place this week. Hideki Matsuyama, Tony Finau and Sungjae Im are the headline players that make the trip over from the UK to the Minnesota to take part in this event. Bent grass greens are what face the players this week, and those players that turn up may, or must have, should I say, their putting stroke intact, their iron play dialed in, and they must be gaining strokes off the tee, which leads me on to the key skill sets required this week to lift that trophy. As ever, we have 5 key skill sets to break down. Let's take it from the tee box, which is one of the most important factors this week. I'm going to be looking at strokes gained off the tee in general. Gaining strokes off the tee here is a must for success at this event. And as a little addition to that, I want to take into play accuracy off the tee. Not often that we touch upon accuracy, but this is one of the toughest courses on tour from the rough. So despite that the course gives up plenty of birdies, it is one of the most difficult courses to play from the rough, and therefore players that are hitting the greens, the fairways, more often than not, are certainly in an advantageous position. But in general, I want to look at players that consistently gain strokes off the tee. Then want to look at par 4 scoring and the distance of 350 to 400 yards in particular. Much like last week at the Open Championship, there's going to be plenty of risk and reward holes, and I want players on side that have demonstrated that they can take advantage of those opportunities. We've touched on the need for birdies this week, and therefore it makes sense to look at birdie or better conversion rate and that birdie performance of players over the last 24, 36 rounds of recent times. It is imperative this week that players take advantage of the birdie opportunities that come their way, and I want players on side that have shown me they've been doing that over the last 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks on tour. I've done that research for you, so you don't need to worry, and all of that has been accounted for in my final selections. And last but certainly not least, on the bent grass putting surfaces this week in a low scoring contest, we need to pay attention to those players that perform well with the flat stick, and in my portfolio I have certainly got the majority, not all of them, the majority have got exceptional putting statistics of recent times. So to recap, it's strokes gained off the tee, it's a strokes gained accuracy or driving accuracy, birdie or better conversion, par 4 scoring, looking more importantly at the distance of 350 to 400 yards, and finally, strokes gained putting. They're the 5 key skill sets. We've had a look at the course. Let's bring you another outright winner as I reveal my 5 best outright picks for this week's 3M Open. Headlining the portfolio is a 3-time PGA Tour winner who arrives here in decent form. 3 top 20s in his last 4 events worldwide, and it's his stats that excite me. First in strokes gained off the tee over the last 24 rounds. First in strokes gained approach play over the last 24 rounds. I did say the majority of my players have good putting stats. This player's weakness is certainly his putting, but with the first in both off the tee and approach play, 2 top 20s arriving here in form. Brendan Steele, 35 to 1 in the USA, 35 to 1 in the UK, 8 places available. He will headline the portfolio. Next player is another player that is a PGA Tour winner, Olympic medalist, arrives here in decent form, a solid driver of the ball, a really good iron player, backed up by the fact he ranks in the top 5 for strokes gained on par 3 scoring over the last 24 rounds on tour. That tells you where his iron game is right now. And to cap it off, 5 of his last 6 events, he's gained strokes with a flat stick. CT Pan, 50 to 1, returning from injury, back in some form. He will be my second selection of the week. Third selection of the week, we're going to go a little bit further towards the top of the marketplace now. Third selection, a player that arrives in good form. He's got 3 top 10s in his last 5 events worldwide. He got a win this time last year at the Rocket Mortgage Classic, albeit at much bigger odds than I'm putting him up this week. He's gained strokes with approach play in 9 of his last 10 events worldwide. He's gained strokes with the flat stick in 8 of his last 9 events worldwide. If he can continue this form into this week, he's a player that can dominate a TPC layout. And at 25 to 1, Cam Davis, another Cam, can we go back-to-back Cams, will be the 3rd selection of the week. 4th selection of the week, a player that ranks 2nd in my model. He would have been higher up the pecking order if his price was a little bit better, but I've missed opportunities this year when the price has been slightly lower than I wanted. Matt Fitzpatrick springs to mind and will live long in the memory in that US Open victory, I say through gritted teeth. But I'm not going to make the same mistake this week. I was hoping for 33 to 1, but at 25 to 1, 4th selection of the week will be Davis Riley, ranked 2nd in my model, 2nd in par 4 scoring from 350 to 400 yards over the last 24 rounds on tour, 3rd in approach play, 9th in strokes gained off the tee. There's not much that we can't like about those stats. Can he continue his form? I hope he can. 25 to 1, 3rd selection or 4th selection of the week, Davis Riley. And 5th and final selection, a player that, again, towards the top of the leaderboard, but I just cannot leave him out this week. These courses, I believe, are tailor-made for him. Plenty of birdies, not too long, not too demanding off the tee. He's got 3 top 20 finishes in a row across events worldwide right now. He's ranked in the top 20 for strokes gained total. He comes in here off the back of a top 10 finish at the Barbasol last week. He's a superb putter, ranked 17th over the last 24 rounds on tour. Maverick McNeely will be the 5th and final selection of the week, 25 to 1, UK and USA. He will round out the portfolio. So to recap the portfolio for the week for you, it will be Brendan Steele headlining, CT Pan 50 to 1, 2nd selection of the week, 3rd selection of the week, Cam Davis 25 to 1, Davis Riley at the same price 25 to 1, and the last but not least, Maverick McNeely 25 to 1. BetMGM in the USA, William Hill in the UK. They're my 5 for the week. Let's hope that we can continue the momentum and go for an unprecedented 4 outright winning selections in a row. It'd be an incredible achievement. Probably my best ever in golf tipping that I've been doing for 4, 5, 6 years now. So good luck with all your selections this week. Thank you very much for listening. And if you are taking your golf betting more seriously in 2022, may I encourage you, have a look at the weekly newsletter. Like I say, it's sure to save you time, sure to make you more informed. And right now, I'll say it while I can because it might not last. It's definitely putting you in the directions of more winners than anyone else on YouTube, anyone else in golf media. So sign up, take advantage, and give me plenty of stick when it all turns around and the losers are firing back in. Good luck, thanks for listening, and bye from me.